All right, there it is. We're live. Welcome everyone to the ExO Economy Core meeting. Today's August 31st, and this is the most recent in a long stream of these. We stream them live on YouTube, so you can watch them later if you couldn't be here live and in person or interactively in any way. I want to kick us off by just saying today that I spent some time yesterday going through Sway. Going through and re-looking at all of the proposals that have passed through the system. And I was just really impressed. When you go and you look at all the things that have happened, that have been done, that have passed through our system and that have been cleared, it's pretty incredible. So if you haven't seen this, you need to find a path, find a person on this team, look at the links, we'll post them here. Go to OpenExO Sway instance and just at the very least read through the successful proposals so that you can see the unbelievable amount of things that have flown through there. The reason is that's where it really, those are some of the key points where our community is driving impact. We're really making an impact. And that just really, that's just really important. That's what we're here to do in a lot of ways. It's part of the transformation we seek. So I just want to say thanks for everybody for that. And I was kind of blown away just looking through it again. And it's just the beginning. Part of the reason that led me to look into Sway again yesterday was that I was having a call with a team, and it's too early to broadcast it per se. I think we should have a couple of internal chats. But I was looking at a team that has created a suite of tools that are used and can plug and play into your decision support tool, which is what Sway is. It's a decision support tool, effectively. Proposal management tool, and add things like quadratic voting, quadratic funding, but in a way that is easy. And those two words don't usually go together, or those phrases, quadratic anything and funding don't usually, or quadratic funding and easy don't usually go together. But they've created a very straightforward suite of tools, and that's what made me go back and look and say, gosh, how would all this go together? So these could be, I don't know yet, but they could be some of the next steps in our ability to broker, facilitate, make decisions in a properly democratic way for an emerging DAO. And so really fun stuff. And I'll share it. I think I'll share it in the economy circle on the platform. So all of you can go look at it. It's better that way, I think, for first steps. But that's the thing that's really got my attention right now. I just wanted to share that this morning and now hand over to Eric. So Eric, take it away.
Thanks, Kent. Good seeing everyone again. So yes, the adventure continues, of course, bringing the ExOS token to market. Teams are still doing great jobs. A meeting going to happen this week, most likely with Najib and Chris and others to kind of see what's left to do. We talked a little bit about last time about kind of the coordination project management stuff, which is largely my role, and just making sure everybody is kind of doing what they need to when they need to and firing on all the cylinders. Of course, easier said than done. But, everybody has a lot going on, so we're obviously trying to do the best we can. So look forward to that, including dealing with issues with liquidity pool and a few other things that are pretty much open issues still to this day. Switching gears to the core treasury. Good to see Pratik again, and shout out to Rodrigo if you are watching us on one of the other streaming channels, which I think you did last time, and others who may be interested in joining the core team treasury. It's part of the kind of the onboarding, getting up to speed process. The Treasury will hopefully be meeting this week, as we normally do on Thursdays, and kind of going from there. And as Kent just mentioned, again, Sway is still open 24/7 for ideas and proposals. And once you get enough votes and feedback and comments, you will get ExOS from the core Treasury, as many of you have, right? And you can start to do some good work in the community as we look for more and more use cases for the ExOS token. Speaking of which, and Nikki will talk about this in a moment, as Kent just alluded to, the town hall that he's speaking at in a few hours from now, starting at 2 o'clock Eastern time, 2000 European. This is our 9th one, so looking forward to that. And from that, I'd like to hand it over to Nikki.
All right, thanks, Eric. Yes, we have a town hall today. Everybody's asking me. Salim was trying to get on for this time slot, and it's the core team. So I'm talking to speakers behind the scenes. That's what this frenzy is back here. So yeah, we have town hall number 9 in 2 hours and 50 minutes from now, and we will be basically recapping what we've done this year and then talking about new initiatives that we're launching from the economy side. And Kent and Salim and a new young man named Kieran McLeod will be speaking and talking about the outside economy and how that's been affected with what's going on with OpenExO as well. But the economy is alive and well. We have new team members coming on every month, basically, and we're launching a couple of initiatives that we're really excited about. So if you can, tune in to Town Hall. I will start to share some links in chat here. And just as a sort of a quick overview, we've got an exoskeleton project and a next gen podcast that we're launching, gamification, apps, and a post 30 doubling challenge kind of game. So lots to do. And we have a demo of the education system too, all coming up. I think that's it, unless anybody has questions. All right, how about—
Post those links everywhere, Nikki. I don't know where the crack was, but
I know I've been trying to
I have opinions of where the crack is, but I'm not going to get into it right now. We need to figure that out, but like a lot of people have no idea, idea whatsoever.
We've been running ads for this one too, so it's a different audience.
Yeah, that'll be outside in though, so that's great.
We need our internal people, that's for sure.
Let's do the just-in-time thing, and listen, everybody, on this thing. Please go wherever you go to do your social media things. Including wherever your friends are in the OpenExO world, and just say to them, hey, at 11 today Pacific, 2 Eastern, we have this town hall. There are going to be some important updates around the EXOS token on the quest for liquidity. And they'll go, ooh, liquidity, and you'll get their attention, right?
That's
you'll get
what
their
I
attention.
didn't do. I didn't use that carrot.
and that will get their attention.
Okay.
And just tell them to just try to log in for a few minutes, right? You don't have to stay if it's, I don't even know if it's 90 minutes or 2 hours, but you don't have to stay the whole time. Just come and be a part of it, hear what's going on, sign your name on the sign-in sheet at the door, so to speak. It really matters. And it allows us to connect with you and share with you what's going on, which is ever harder in today's ever connected world, which is super ironic. So back over to you, Nikki. Thanks.
All right, let's go with Lisa next.
All right. Hi, everyone. So let's start with the book, and then I'll go into EXO Insight. I think many of you know about the book of Exponential Organizations. We are updating the book. It's being co-authored with Peter Diamandis and Mike Malone, and a bunch of curators from the EXO community. We had over hundreds of pages, over 800 pages of content. So we broke it up into 3 parts. So book 1 is coming out real soon. We have more than half of the book, almost more than half of the book done, and then going into the editor of book 1. So the book 1 is going to look at how our world has changed due to COVID, along with a chapter on each attribute and more in-depth chapter on MTP and moonshots. EXO Insight, which some of you know, some don't, is a platform to amplify the voices of the OpenExO community. We're launching a weekly writers club this Thursday. This is to help community members with their article, whether it's developing an idea, contacts, grammar, flow, whatever it is. Hopefully that will get some of those stories that are in limbo onto the page for everyone to read. Readership and subscribers are growing weekly, very nicely. We had a reach of over 218,000 last week, which is phenomenal. Today, one of the articles that I wrote on a 10-week sprint in India went live. A lot of community members were involved, so take a look and share. I will post the links shortly.
Wait, show it. Show the article. It's
okay.
This is great. This is something that we've all been working toward for a long, long time. And now we have this voice, right? This thing called EXO Insights, which is aiming to amplify the voices of OpenExO and its members, of course, because they're part of OpenExO. And in this case, we had a wonderful sprint experience in India, and it finally got written up as a case study and published on EXO Insight, where it's going to be able to be seen by the reach, right? That reach Lisa was talking about, 200,000 people potentially are going to see this article because it's on the home page, and we're doing demand gen paid media against EXO Insight. So in this case, Lisa is the author, and she will become wildly famous as a result of all of that. All of our other authors too, right? So if it's fame you seek, Lisa, you're on your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this article took a bit of time, worked with a little bit of the Trident group, worked with Suman. So we have here some images from their site. We have from the EXO Sprint Awards, Suman talking a little bit about this sprint, an interview that I did with him, an image of the chairman of Trident Group who kind of helped make some of this possible. Again, we've got some other images of the team, the sprinters, some of their quotes, testimonials, more videos. And we have down here some of the people in the community that are being acknowledged for their work in making this happen. So definitely subscribe, read the article, and please share. And
choose the next person. Yeah.
Let's go over to Kevin.
Thanks, Lisa. So on my end, obviously we have the town hall. I'll be in the back end, won't be on stage, together with Rodrigo. So making sure that everything is running smoothly, hopefully. And then other than that, a big focus of mine is on EXO solutions, which is where we internally we're really looking to drive more transformation opportunities into our communities. So
Hey, Kevin.
really doing sales.
Hey, Kevin, why would you want to drive more transformation opportunities into our community?
Why? So
yeah, why would you want to do that?
So that we can transform the world for a better future, number one, so that we can make all the coaches and consultants in our community super successful, to drive the use of the token in that process as well. So many reasons why we want to. I
was thinking because they asked us. Remember the EXO prize? Yeah.
And because people did ask. So so we are doing that, and that's taking up most of my time. Like I said last week, we will really look to see how we can use EXOs in these programs, obviously without complicating them for the clients, but as a way to show them what's possible as well. So so there actually is quite a lot of opportunity there, and that's pretty much everything from me. Not so much, and I will hand over to Najim.
Oh, it was my turn. I will be trying to do very quick here. Like Eric mentioned, we are working on to have the end-to-end, I would say, testing. But so far, we have done a lot of testing. We basically doing a lot of the edge cases. Very quickly here, all these are transactions that we are doing and looking some of the edge cases. But for example, this is one thing that we want to show you guys is when we do it, we are showing, this is a complete one that we did like an hour ago, and it's going to show every detail. What it means is what happened on the Exos part, what happened on the wEXOS that it was delivered, and this one is already using the gateway. At this stage, these transactions, they were sent to the wEXOS address, and that's one, in this case is these address. And this one, once you open the MetaMask, you will see the transaction there too, and you will see it on the block explorer on Ethereum. This is the way that we are doing all of these details, and we have some opens here. I don't know if we have enough time, and we'll do one very quickly. Otherwise, we will. I think we are just on our side doing this one. I will show you very quickly the part that we have done, and it's important for you guys to see that all the transactions that we have, this is the gateway part. The gateway part is looking for all the transactions. We are doing what is all those edge cases, and this one is from the perspective from the gateway processing. This one, for our purposes, we are processing every 10 minutes, simulating that is like a 2-3 days, and that's when we keep processing transactions and all the stages on the transactions and what is happening on the transaction. So far, again, we just testing all the possible edge cases and small changes here and there from the wallet perspective to make it more easy for the user perspective. Again, with all the tools that we have there, and we think we are ready. One of the announcements we already have. I think Ken will update us there. The Ether to go into the mainnet too. That's actually news. Means we are just only pending on the liquidity pool parameters that we need to. Actually, Chris need those ones. But I understand that Nikki will update us about some of the images, because I saw some very cool animations that eventually they're going to be there on the liquidity pool dashboard. That's from my side. Jaroslav.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Najib. My camera. Not many updates from our side. We are very busy and gearing up for our busy autumn in terms of running training and certification programs. Maybe just kind of two highlights to mention. We've had Vanessa, who I think is on this call, is sponsoring another 3 people to go through a program. So we have received 10 applications. We're just selecting 3 community members that will be sponsored to go through the next program in ExO. So very exciting. Thank you, Vanessa. And we'll be finalizing that decision. And then I've already mentioned last week that we have some exciting upcoming announcements, kind of new courses, also for new audiences, and in kind of new developments in some of our geographies. So, once that will be formalized, we'll be announcing here. And then also we've been kind of thinking with Kevin around the EXO Festival about how training and certification can be present during that event, and how we can do some kind of a certification show there. So that's been kind of something that is being planned. The only other thing I would mention is that I've actually, every time I run the consultant program, I spend some time telling people about the EXOS token and what we've built and the blockchain and everything. And it always kind of creates a very similar experience. Like the more I share, the more people get excited about what is there. And I think it's very interesting to, I think it's for all of us who are maybe more active and who are on this call. I think we just need to be speaking about that to people in the community, speaking about what we are doing, what we are learning here, what do we know, because many people don't know many basic things. And actually, as they find out that they can apply for opportunities, and they can earn EXOs, and they can spend the EXOs on follow-up certification courses, or they can use those EXOs to hire additional advisors for their clients. They just kind of get excited about those possibilities. But so it's definitely something for us to continuously be popularizing, because people come across it maybe here and there, but I think it's something that they need to come across 5 to 10 times for it really to sink in, and for them to really understand what is the potential of the marketplace and the EXOS token and all these kind of things. So just wanted to mention that, but I spent a little bit of extra time with the current cohort, just explaining how everything works, and like the more I was sharing, the more people were getting excited. So definitely a good experience to spend some time on sharing about the EXO economy.
Sorry, I'm just laughing, Yaroslav, because I was just telling someone yesterday not to worry, because they were concerned about their project taking too long, and I said, don't worry. Everything that really matters is a 10-year overnight success. You'll be fine. So just keep plugging away. Yeah.
Excellent. So I will hand over to Pratik. Pratik, over to you.
Thank you, Yaroslav. Thank you very much. So very exciting since being joined EXO community. Yana Tech is going very fine. Let's not talk about that because there's a lot of work, groundwork going on at the back end to bring end user base to EXO and Yana. But another cool project that is coming out is OpenExO Hub, something that Ken suggested while we are drafting the proposal for the spray. Again, keep checking out for that because we are working on bringing 3,000 students to entice them in getting proposals for the EXO community for different projects. And let's see how many of them are we actually able to bring out live. But I'll keep you posted.
Pratik, please, we're going to have a meeting soon, remember? But it's totally going to get canceled today because there was a mistake on the calendar for today's town hall and they're overlapping. However, I don't want to lose this. Make a note for our meeting when we do have it to talk about exactly how you might take all those 3,000 students' ideas and set them up for a voting process that I found yesterday that I really want to show you. Okay, let's not miss that. It's super cool.
I'll write you.
Sorry for the interruption.
So I pass it on to Dennis.
Who's next, Pratik? I didn't hear you.
I think Vanessa.
Okay.
Good morning. How you doing, ExO Economy Core? Well, I've been promoting today's town hall. I have stats to share with you all, and I'm excited that Nikki have a member that is going to be helping us with the our images to share, yes, on social media, and I continue to share the amazing EXO insights. Lisa, yours is posted and shared, and videos related to the exponential organizations and disruption, blockchain, token economies and stuff to keep people engaged and informed. So that's what I got today. Looking forward to today's town hall to get some material from there to share as well.
That's awesome. Man, I wish Pedro was here. He's got a couple of very interesting updates. Maybe I'll try to proxy for him at the end. Okay. Who's next, Vanessa? Or is that everybody?
I think Eric went already. Yeah.
He went already. He went first.
Yeah.
Is that everybody? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So real quick proxy from two proxies. One is Cesar and one I'll proxy a little bit from Pedro Lopez Sela. Very, very related work to Exos. On Cesar's side, he said, let me just read it. No, of course. Hang on, sorry. Good. Here we go. We're closing. I'm just going to read what he wrote. Okay. This is from Cesar Castro of Fluid Chains regarding his updates for today because he couldn't be here in person. We are closing the Miami social token use case, and an update will be published soon in Circles. And then the sister economy, Rutano, who we have a bilateral trade agreement with. Not going to get into that today, but it exists. The Rutano Powerful Women event that they held recently went very well and generated a new use case, including NFTs. So thank you, Cesar. The way this meeting is structured, for anybody who doesn't know, quick administrative note, if you just can't be here for some reason, and you can pick any member, it doesn't have to be me, just pick anybody and they'll proxy your update in. But we hope that you can attend at least 2 out of every 3 meetings. Otherwise, you start to drift a little too far from the core and get out of date. That means you can take a vacation every once in a while. It's fine, that kind of thing. The other update I have, I'll have to freestyle. This one is from Pedro Lopez Sela. So Pedro Lopez Sela is the gentleman running a new initiative called EXO Builder, which was created when OpenExO acquired a project from the community called Canoe and Ebele, and it's quickly becoming an on-ramp for a lot of people into the OpenExO community, as well as the place to go if you are a very new startup and you'd like to make sure that you build your organization as an EXO from scratch. And of course, it has an EXO's budget to use as part of its work in doing so. So it accepts EXOs, it spends EXOs, it's a part of the marketplace. And they have a book coming out as well very soon. And Lisa, you'll be happy I connected Pedro with Nishan, and they had a great call yesterday. So there's some things moving on that side. And I'm hoping to see Pedro start posting on Insights, Lisa. So you should keep chasing him, Pedro, if you're watching this. You know what to do. Lisa, you should.
So it's just posting the article.
I know. I've been poking him, so you go remind him. But no, we want to start talking about what EXO startups are, or well, exponential organizations are, because during this decade of the EXO, we think there's a transition from what we've seen historically as the Silicon Valley startup sort of archetype to the exponential startup as part of this move. So it's just a different way to think about how you begin your startup and track your potential, I think. Is one way I think about it. But that's just my way. There's a bunch of other stuff over in that team that you want to go listen to them. So that's the two proxy updates. And then, yes, Najib, thank you. Thank you, Najib. You know what you did. I don't want to get into it in great detail, but we were able to finally get the ether into the right place. Not in the ether anymore. It's now where it needs to be. And that is actually funding the initial transactions in the gateway. I'm not going to make an announcement this week about the total amount that we've effectively, the community in a way has given to the gateway for this, because I need to double check all the numbers before I go stating numbers. But this is great news. And as you can see, it's already opened things up. The last pending item on this is something that Eric has been very diligent about asking me about, and I have not yet gotten the answers, is we have an issue on determining the incentivization mechanisms on Uniswap and maintaining them. And I'm trying to figure out, and I need help, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, the way to answer this question that's safe for the community, a proper incentivization for the Ethereum community to participate on Uniswap in the wEXOS ETH trading pair. And it's not a simple question, and I don't have an answer. So we need to figure that out. It's not just pick a number out of the air, which is just not the right way to do it. So we're a little stuck on that right now. So if you're listening, you see this, you want to help, and you know the answers and you want to help, please contact me directly or contact Najib directly. Either one of us will sort it out. We'll get the right things going. We just have a few key numbers that we need to plug in. And then that's going to allow us to open the gateway for the brave pioneers from the OpenExO community. They get to go first, that want to start to effectively add liquidity to the pool and participate in that incentivization on Uniswap. Okay, so still super excited about that. We're taking, I want everybody to remember that we're taking a measured pace for this. It's not just sort of like rip the Band-Aid off and run around like crazy. We're really trying to make sure that we understand this well. So that has slowed us down, but it is continuing to progress. Thank you, Najib, for that. So I think that's it. So we're at 8:34. Is anybody working on a project, trying to do something, need advice on how to use EXOs? Actually, I could make a little public service announcement around the use of EXOs in the OpenExO marketplace. That might be an interesting one that I could do just kind of really quick. But is there anything anybody needs, basically, is the question for this part of the meeting. Stuck, blocked, need to make an announcement, want to share something you figured out. Go, Vanessa.
I share a link on the chat. Please check out that video, our latest video in ExO Economy. Thank you, Nikki and Tim, and share on your social media, please. And thank you.
Well, what is it? Let's see. Oh, this is neat. I haven't seen it myself. Do you want to play it?
It's really fresh.
Last time I tried to play a video over Zoom, the audio didn't come through and it didn't work. So does somebody want to, I just don't want to get into that right now. Does somebody want to play the video? It's only 2 minutes and 12 seconds. We could just broadcast it right now.
I can if
go for it.
Here.
The floor is yours. Everybody, please hit your mute buttons so that Vanessa can stream this video.
Can everybody see the screen on YouTube? Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Maybe if I tip in the volume, that'd be great.
We don't hear it.
Let's see here. Can't hear nothing, right?
Share sound, Vanessa. You need to click share sound.
Oh, share sound. Here we go. Where is the share sound? Shoot. You share.
So when you're sharing a screen,
yeah,
before it
I
comes
got it.
on, yeah, at the bottom.
I got it.
It has been the EXOS token as a utility.
Okay, there we go. Did he not?
After going through Unit 1.1, you will be able to answer what is EXOS, what are its function and how is it priced. The EXOS token is a utility social token for an OpenExO community of consultants. It's also the currency that will be used to incentivize and reward members of this community in the future. It has been designed to facilitate interactions between organizations and individuals, as well as among the individual themselves.
EXOS token is a native digital asset of the EXO economy. It is a utility social token that is used to incentivize and reward members of the OpenExO community. EXOS tokens are created with the primary purpose of being an economic unit for transformations and transactions within EXO economy, such as on-demand consulting services, but it can also be exchanged outside EXO economy and converted into other cryptocurrencies or fiat currency, in near future.
Let us look at the functions of EXOS in EXO economy. Pay for on-demand consulting as a complementary currency to the services within the community. Exchange of value between EXO economy members. A reward system for performing activities that will contribute to the growth of the community. Payment and settlement within EXO economy, which simplifies use in transactions. It will have a fiat equivalent price or exchange rate with any other currency.
You can purchase tokens on our www.exos.openexo.com portal whenever it is available for sale. Private exchange between the EXOS wallet holders is allowed based on the price fixed for a particular service exchange. In future, you would go through a process similar to purchasing any other cryptocurrency token where you input your desired amount into an interface that can trade in EXOS tokens or wrapped EXOS, wEXOS, tokens.
Great! So with this you complete the very first unit of EXO Academy. In this module you learned about EXOS, its functions and its pricing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vanessa. There's a Nikki pinged me. I pinged you on a thing. So take that and I'll clarify if you need.
Okay.
But that was fantastic. Here, where's the little thingy? I gotta find the cloud. There we go. That's really good. All right. That's awesome. I had not seen that. So wow. Congratulations.
The rebrand.
Nikki.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Congratulations, Nikki and team and Vanessa. That's awesome. How many people did you have to work with to make that happen?
Don't ask.
That's the point, right?
So what is the next question?
Yeah.
We're
well,
on the third
how many
team,
years?
but we're settled
How
now.
many? Then
COVID was a big part of the problem, so we're good.
How many years did it take to make that video? See, I've got all kinds of fun questions.
I'm not answering that one.
Yeah. Okay.
We got four more behind.
There's elapsed time, and then there's human years, right?
Yes.
They're the actual invested time. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get the payback on the power of YouTube with distribution, because a single YouTube video that is only 2 minutes long can be viewed 1 million times, and therefore you'd have a huge investment. So this is something we want to pay attention to. So that's fantastic. It looks like that's also part of the EXO EXO's Academy type work that's coming up as well, being Unit 1.1.
Yeah, you'll get a demo on that today at Town Hall.
Wonderful. Okay, well, okay, then we're going to close on this note because nobody pinged me with additional things. The Town Hall is at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Mm-hmm. That is in 2 hours and 20 minutes. And on that call today, there'll be myself, Salim, Nikki, our special guest,
Kieran McLeod,
who is
a young
super cool.
entrepreneur who is paraplegic.
Yep.
Yep.
And he's got a unique take on crypto and his world. It's very unique. You don't want to miss this. As well, Salim will be joining me and for part of the call as co-host. So he'll have some things to talk about. There's just so much going on that I can't even fully explain it. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that Nikki has also planned that you can find out at all the URLs she's been sharing. So if you watch this, if you're seeing this, if you're on this call right now, please take those links, please share them. We'd love to have a good crew today so we can talk about the awesome stuff that the members of the EXO economy are and the OpenExO community are doing. And it's a lot. So
Yep.
Nikki, thanks a lot. That's great.
All right.
And I can't wait to be there today. It's gonna be fun. All right.
Be
With
there.
that, I think be there or
Be square. Be exponential instead.
we need something better than that. Yeah. Okay. Be there or be linear. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah. I just made that up. Okay. Well, we're done. I think that's it for today. Nobody else raised their hand. Last call. Okay. All right. Let's cut out early today. Everybody's got tons of stuff to do. I will see you all hopefully at the town hall and have a